everyone, I'm Damlaktuman and welcome to my gorgeous crochet channel. In this video, you will be watching an AI narrated version of one of my crochet projects that I previously demonstrated on my channel. If you have any questions or get stuck at any point, feel free to leave a comment below. Don't forget to subscribe, like this video and share your thoughts in the comments. Thank you so much for your support and enjoy watching.
Yes, this episode's motif is a lovely square, something we can really love to use. Let me give you the measurements, 10 centimeters. We'll be knitting it using 4 season cotton yarns and a 3mm crochet hook. My yarns are Alice Cotton, Gold Carpo Cotton, Love Tropi Jeans, and Yarn Art Jeans. So as we can see here, we can achieve the same texture by using all 4 season cotton yarns together. Now I want to give the color codes and move on to making the motif. I'm using Aliza Cotton Gold color 83 Cartopo, Cotton Love color K734, Yarn Art Jeans color OV5 and Eat Trophy color 40. If you wish, you can also knit this motif with me using the same colors. Well, now before we start making the motif, I kindly ask you to subscribe to my channel if you haven't already by clicking the subscribe button below this video. Vadri vid neriši video. Thank you very much for your interest. We start the motif from the center. I start by working into a magic ring. As I always say, if you are an amateur, I prefer to wrap the yarn around the hook twice for a sturdy center that doesn't come undone, or if your hands are used to knitting with chains, you can create the center with 5 or 6 chains. I wrap the yarn around my finger once, after removing my hook from the circle and locking it once. I raise the loop, turn it, and bring it over the hook. After coming into the space and pulling out the loop, I first pull out the loop, and then the loop I wrapped around, and then I crochet my first slip stitch. 15 more next to it, completing the number of stitches to 16 in the magic ring. I'll crochet 16 double crochets up to where I started. After crocheting 16 double crochets, I tighten the center nicely and insert the hook into the top of the first stitch I started with. I take the yarn coming from behind onto my hook, pull the yarn from my finger through it, and then slide it out of the loop, locking it once before pulling it off the hook. Here you can tie a knot and hide the yarn by sliding it between the loops. Now look, I first make the back of these stitches, one forward, one backward. And then I pull it slightly to the right and left with my hand to settle it in place, and here, without pulling it too far down, I hide it by placing it between the loops at the back. I do this process every time I crochet because when the motifs pile up, believe me, cleaning them up becomes very difficult. I'm going to do the same thing with this one. For this, I'll again take my loop to the back and pass it through the stitches. With my next color, I'll pull out my loop and look, I'll divide each treble stitch here into 2. That is, look, I'll divide 2 treble stitches and knit 3 double treble stitches in between. I'll chain 2. Again, I'll separate 2 double treble stitches and knit 3. Let's start. We'll understand better. First, I insert the hook into any 2 treble stitch spaces and knit my first double treble stitch immediately next to it. Another one into the same space. I knit the third one into the same space. I chain 2, skip 2 treble stitches and come back to the space. I knit 3 more double treble stitches. 2 chains. I divided 2. When I finish, I will have 8 of these groups of 3. I will continue until I reach the point where I started. I crocheted the last group of 3 in this row. I'm coming back to where I started by chaining 2 stitches. I'm slipping to lock it. I won't show you how I hide the yarn here. As always, I take my yarn to the back and then back, alternating between stitches, losing stitches between the loops. I want to mention that now I want to show you how to crochet this third row in the same color. Here, we will work into each space where we chained 2 stitches. We will work in 7 legs. The first and last of the 7th leg will be half crochets. The ones in the middle will be double crochets. Let's start making the first one. I've come to the first space. I've crocheted in. I'm crocheting 1/2 crochet, then a double crochet. I'll crochet 5 of them side by side. 2, 3, 4, 5, and I'll finish this with a half crochet. Then I'll go back to the next space. And there are no chains or any other special features in between. I'm crocheting my first half treble allowance, then 5 double treble stitches side by side, 4, 5 and a half treble stitch. I've moved to the next space. Let's fill the spaces using this logic until we reach the starting point. After crocheting the last leaf, I immediately go to the top of the first half treble stitch I crevassed in. I need to find the very top inside so I can hide it nicely. I lock my yarn here. Then, between the stitches, I take it to the back as I showed you. This time, since I have this accumulated stitch at the base, I can easily incorporate my stitch into it. And now I'll make one turn here and pass it through, incorporating it here as well. That's it. Now, I'm starting with our color. In this row, I'll work based on where they join in the middle and make a corner. Let me show you. I'll have corners. I've taken my yarn onto the hook. I'm starting by working the first corner. I'm going to insert the hook here and pull out my loop. Then I'll crochet my double crochet into a long leg. So, 1, 2. Let me bring this to the front. I pulled through 3 times. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 chains in between. I took the yarn over the hook again. I'm inserting the hook into the same space. I'm crocheting another long leg. I'll do this process at every point where I work a corner. So we'll have 4 such points on. I'm chaining 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5. This time I'm coming here and crocheting a single crochet. I'm chaining 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 again. Next, there's the corner. So I'm making my first leg by pulling through 1, 2, 3 times. My chain in between is 5. I'm inserting the hook into the same corner and crocheting another long leg. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I came here and crocheted a single crochet. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's a corner in the row. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I pulled through 3 times. Now I'm continuing with the same logic up to where I started. I've made my last 5 chains. Here, I'm completing my work by sliding the yarn through the first long leg. I crocheted. Now we're on our last row. We'll both make our motif square and complete it. I'll crochet 3 double crochets and 2 chains into the corners. After crocheting the next 5 double crochets, I'll crochet 5 double crochets in the places where I crocheted 5 chains, without any chains in between. For this, I'm immediately taking my yarn. I'm pulling out my loop and starting to work from the first corner. I've taken it like this. I'm starting by crocheting 3 double crochets. I'll crochet the other group of 3 into the same space on the return. I'm also crocheting while hiding the yarn coming from behind. Now look, when I get to these 5s, a feather is attached here. 5 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. I've come to the other 5 chain space again. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Here, 3. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. Again, 3 double crochets. And then 5 double crochets in the space next to it. We will continue this way until we reach the starting point, turning the motif into a square and completing it. By the way, look, I'll lay these sideways and even, look, let me unravel this one. Since it's difficult to get the yarn through the chains, it's most logical to crochet over it. Now I'll crochet over the first 5 stitches. Then I'll crochet over the second 5 stitches as well. 3, 4, 5. Let's pull and place it and then immediately crochet the next 5 stitches. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. I'll lay the yarn coming from here towards this side and hide it by crocheting over it. I'm in the last space again. Actually, we can say the first space. The space I started and finished in is the same. In between, we insert the hook into the top of the first double crochet, slip the loop through, and cut the yarn here. My motif is complete. It's a very sweet and beautiful motif. You can work with any colors you like. I finished it as a 10-centimeter piece again. I hope you liked it. This is our third motif, especially for Wednesdays. So what do you think? Shall we continue? Of course, we will turn each of these motifs into a project. I thank you very much for your interest. As always, I ask for a heart if you liked it. May everyone who watched this far be well. See you in the next videos. Goodbye, friends.